back to my channel. My name is Monette and this is my channel, Evolve with Monette. For those of you that are new here, I'm a professional intuitive empath and I have a message for you. Divine Feminine, Empath, Light Worker, Earth Angel. They want back in now that you found your peace. They want back in now that you found your peace. Let's talk about that. First two cards flipped out here, the Star and the Seven of Pentacles. You have made incredible investments into your well-being, your sense of self, your peace of mind. And they literally are here with the Page of Cups, which is an apology. Can't make it up. I'm not on screen right now, but I assure you the cards I've pulled are in fact the cards I've pulled. And they weren't pulled, they flipped. You walked away, Eight of Cups, and you found incredible abundance, emotional groundedness, security, the ability to create. A lot of you guys experience a phenomena that many people talk about once you leave a karmic or toxic or low vibrational relationship, where you ascend financially, emotionally, or abundantly. And I'm looking at a picture of incredible ascension. Upon your firm decision to walk away, disconnect, emotionally leave, break up with, divorce, or separate yourself from a situation. Things are flowering and you are in abundance. And the color that I'm drawn to here is purple, which is indicative of royalty, but more so amethyst. Your crown chakra is open. You are getting the messages that were sent to you and downloaded. You took an escape route here, and that escape route led you exactly to the place you wanted to be, and things are literally flowering. Things are verdant. They are green. The green is associated with the color of the heart chakra. Heart chakra being healed. You healed yourself. Physician, heal thyself. Empath, heal thyself. Light worker has healed thyself. Divine Feminine, you healed yourself. You healed yourself without answers. You healed yourself without communication. You healed yourself without conversations. You healed yourself without the inquiries and the prying minds or eyes of the very people that set out to cause you so much emotional distress. You healed yourself because it is your birthright. You healed yourself because you're divinely guided. You healed yourself because you were given the tools to do so before you ever entered into the cosmos, before you ever chose to incarnate in this life. When you were naked and laid bare before those that created the skies, you healed yourself and said, I am one of the tribe. You healed yourself when you were in your contracts with the Palladians. You healed yourself when you were in the starseed belt of Orion. You healed yourself as a Mid-Tonkin. You healed yourself as an otherworldly body. You healed yourself as one of the stars that orbit, because you knew that you had a thing to do on this earth, which is to shine. You did not have time to lay down and bemoan the hand that you were dealt. Though many did moan about the hand that you were dealt, they did not understand why it felt like it was so good for you. Ten of Cups is the kind of life that you will now not have to pursue because it pursues you. Let's talk about the Ten of Cups. Yes, we will get to their karma, but first, I like to see what's up with our Dharma. Come on, y'all. That's a word. Let's take a look at our Dharma, what we created for being the people that ascended and came here to do the work that was laborious, hard, and unglamorous. First half, second half. Better than the rest. Same verse, second verse. Never to be bested by those who thought less of what we gave, which was our best. The Ten of Cups here. Hi, Momo, my sweetie. Hey, hey. Yo, let me tell you about Momo. Let me tell you about Momo. Go check out her channel and see how she is literally living her best life, how she literally manifested it from ashes and rubble. And I'm not saying that as conjecture. I have a video where she shared her story, and I was able to kind of be so privileged to be able to read it. Please go listen to that, just in case you want to know that you can extricate yourself from absolute fuckery and ascend. Momo just came back from Morocco. That's all I gotta say. She just came back from Morocco, where she did play, where she played, and she didn't need an entourage. She did it by herself, solo. She got the hell out of Dodge. She was around the world, passport heavy, in so many days. And this, my loves, is the divine feminine way. She is a brilliant and shining example. The Ten of Cups is what is promised to us. As I was saying, it is the life that we get where emotional connections are 100% given with ease, where the communication, the love that we were seeking is bestowed upon us because it is love that we were giving. It is not something that we now have to eke out of someone, begging for people to chat with us and talk and clarify. We need nothing. Now the world falls at your feet, and it's because you suffered those years and years of deceit. Was it deceit foisted upon you, or was it deceit that you did do? Divine Feminine, can we talk? Because if I'm here, I have to not excoriate you, but point out gently a couple things to you. I, with the Virgo in my chart where it's placed, will hold up the Hermit card here in my own special way, that light that the Hermit holds if you are familiar with tarot, and I say, let's take a look at ourselves. What is it that we did know? What are the truths we told to ourselves, or the lies that we allowed, in order for us to be rolled over and plowed by those who thought of us as less than them? What was a lie we told ourselves about how we were not to be treated as kinsmen and brethren? Why did we think we did not deserve to be treated better than the worst of them? Why did we prostrate ourselves as doormats before them, only to be downtrodden? It is something we were complicit in, and no more, I say, no more, your angels say, no more, nay, nay. It is a brand new shining day. Tell truths to yourself. Tell them faster. It's okay if you were not honest with yourself about that old bastard, about that old bit, whoever that was. That's okay. But now our intuition is the snitch. I'm not just talking about Harry Potter and which side is which. I'm talking about, are you able to tell the truth quickly and tell for yourself to save your own life, for your own mental health? With the Ten of Cups, I say you are. With the Ten of Cups, this energy of community, of love, of a companionship, a relationship that's built to last, will take you far. But it starts with how much you love yourself. And with the Star, as we started, I see you finally taking yourself off the shelf. And to that, I say, they are now the dearly departed. They being the narcissist. They being the ones who wanted to rip your heart out, take the truths from you, take that sunshine and empath energy to copy the things that you do. They wanted to be Kinkos and copy and paste, but it is a life which they could not relate because they do not have the purity innate in their soul. They do not have goodness, and truth never has taken hold. But that is not the truth for us. So now they come with their cup, their Page of Swords, wondering what's up. Page of Swords is invasive. They're nosy. They want to see, how exactly did Divine Feminine come to be? How did she surpass our snares and our lies? How did she get past our nosy flying monkeys and spies? How come she's okay? How come she is traveling abroad and living in her best way? How come she is getting the job that she wanted? How come she's manifested? How come she is making her finances feel like they are stretching and stretching? How come she is loved by her children and her kinsmen and countrymen? How come people now are treating her like she is their favorite brethren? She is their favorite sister. How come she is no longer our side piece, our misses to our misters, etc., etc., etc.? They are in shock. They don't understand. And so I thought maybe I would just come here, as my angels asked me to do, and spread nothing but a good word to you. Divine Feminine, Six of Wands is the next thing I see. Success, triumph. It is inevitably for thee. The next thing is the Seven of Cups. Now the choice is yours. So many options before you. What will you have? Be discerning, though, with the Seven of Cups. It's scorpionic energy. Sometimes if you pick the wrong cup, things can go bad. Don't believe me? Let's look at Exhibit A. Those narcissists that are in the rear view running your way. They chose from the wrong cup. They drank from the poison cup. They didn't listen to what their intuition had to say. They didn't listen to the warnings that you gave. They didn't listen to the heedance of their angels. They didn't listen to their parents screaming from the grave. Instead, they ran headlong into their despair. They drank from the poison cup. They raised it in the air. They said salud. They said a great cheers, and they drank down nothing but bitter tears. That's not your life. You can't relate. With the Hermit card here, Virgilian energy, you did investigate. You watched on with your lantern, not needing to participate. It's okay. I'll hang back, you said. I don't need to be part of the crowd because it looks like the crowd will end up dead. It looks like they will end up in lack. It looks like they will end up with those monkeys on their back. It looks like the wolves will want to eat and will want to eat them because they're the only meat. It will turn into a cannibalist feast, and it looks like it will not be me. The Hermit is wise, and that is you, my Earth Angel. That is you, my empath. You can see the truth before the lies. They could not. That's too bad. And so the Queen of Swords you became, and off with their heads in the Queen's name. You didn't have to raise a hand. You did not have to unsheath your sword. You stood in your integrity. You stood on your word. You told truths to yourself. And you were not dismayed when they tried to chip away at your integrity and your inner self. When they tried to tell you that you should be sitting over there on the shelf while they played with the other cups that had more import. And you said, okay, that's how we play. And the universe said, not with my divine feminine, not on this day. But for your strife, for your pain and suffering, the Ace of Pentacles is what we will be putting in your stocking, divine feminine. This is a wish granted. The ace here and in any deck is literally a lottery ticket. Yep, yep, yep. What do you want? What do you get? What have you earned for the people that you will now vet? How are you a blessing for those lives that you will come into? How are you a blessing for those Judases that betrayed you? See, you were the sauce. Y'all know what I'm about to say. You were the dressing. You were the entree into many more blessings. They want you back and they miss you because the Ace of Pentacles and that luck now is with you. Financially, emotionally, energetically, sexually, things are just not what they used to be and they want you back. Talking to the moon. Now they want to swoon. Now they're at your feet. They admit defeat. That's what your angels say. And they said, that's too bad. Beat a hasty retreat, you narcissist, you karmic, you naysayer, you prakalisha, you doubting family member, you fucking hater. Beat a retreat. The Ace of Pentacles is for my divine feminine who was at Jesus's feet. Let me explain what I mean by that. In the story of Mary and Jesus, two Marys, one worshiping and washing his feet with her hair, the other running around and making sure everything was piously put in the right places everywhere. But the one that was giving her sacrifice was the one who Jesus treated real nice. And that's the Ace of Pentacles, and that's the blessing, because she understood that the sacrifice for humanity was the greater lesson. She did not have to be told it. He did not have to point out a diagram. There were no dioramas drawn that day, no graphs, no Excel spreadsheets that were sent her way. It was something that she knew. It was intrinsically inside. It is the same DNA from which my divine feminines reside. They come from. This is our cloth. We get it. We sacrifice for those who would say, forget it. I rather live selfishly. I rather have what's for me, not knowing that when you give to the divine and you tell the truth and you live honestly, that the blessings that will befall you will be inexplicable and they will rain down abundantly. It's the Ace of Pentacles for every one of thee. Now let's get into their karma. Five of Pentacles, right away. It is not a happy day. Page of Pentacles, Boy, they are now very consistent, something they could never be with you. The emperor has no clothes. It is now something you see. You see the truth. If you know the story, you know what you know. With the Page of Pentacles, they are apologizing for treating you like you were one of their hoes, like you were one of their extras, like you were an option when you were never that. You were, in fact, the blessing. With the Five of Pentacles, now they feel abandoned, but let's find out why. Why is it that they now say, but who left me behind? And it's okay if you have compassion, then you are better than I. I'm merely a channel for the lesson. I am no perfect person, and I'm no longer the narcissist supply. So, petty is within me, and I do not mind. And I'll be petty for you until you're petty you can find. The Nine of Pentacles. They thought they had it all. We could have had it all. That's what I just heard. Rolling in the deep. They thought they had it all, but they played your heart and soul to the beat. What's their karma for this? Now they watch you, Three of Wands, to see what you do. It's so unfortunate because they can't get close to you. They wish that they could even get close enough to smell your perfume. That same perfume they said that they never really liked. The same perfume they never would have bought you. The same perfume they wouldn't gift you because they didn't treat you right. Yeah, that one. They want to smell that now. They want to be in your presence. They want to lay you down. They want to know who you're talking to. They want to know how you're getting around. And they are sick to their stomach because you're the only one who held them down. What else is happening? Eight of Wands. Can we talk for a minute? Girl, I want. What do they want? Let's see what they want. They want to tell you that they love you with the Knight of Wands, but the truth is that they always were wrong. Seven of Swords is what hides behind this flirtatious energy of the Knight. The Knight associated with Sagittarius energy, low vibration energy, living their best afternoon delights. How many secrets did they keep? How many lies did they tell? How many times did they obfuscate the truth and treat you oh so not well? Deceit. Seven of Swords is a card I never want to see, but here's what their karma is. The Seven of Swords is hastily returned back to thee. Who's returning that Seven of Swords? But let's find out. People that they gave everything to and for whom they threw you out. And now they are mirroring you with the Hermit here, looking for you in the daylight with a flashlight, wishing that your sweet, divine, feminine energy would come near. Let's see what else is happening karmically as the truth of what they lost does appear. Reversals. Things are upside down. Nothing works. Hopelessness. Extreme stress. Everything is wrong. Feeling like the world is against them. Let's talk about how they feel that the world is against them. The Moon, talking to the Moon, Ten of Swords. People betray them left and right. They are not getting afternoon delights. They are getting betrayals and great fright. Ten of Swords, this is words. People talk about them now and they say, oh, how sad it is, how the mighty have fallen down. And they talk about them secretly and they whisper when they leave rooms and they talk about the things that they never could do. And the same people that wanted them away from you now say, what a fool you were to rid yourself of divine feminine. She was really the Ace of Pentacles and you are just a tool. Now their truth is known. Let's find out what else they know. As we move forward, bad luck, out of balance, going against nature, against the flow, tough times, giving up, divine cycles, out of tune. What do we need to know about this bad luck? Well, it all happened because they took a cup to someone that wasn't you. Now they wish they could come back, and now they have no one to give their cup. What was once the Nine of Cups, which was wish fulfillment, has turned into depravity and addiction in absence of you. That's their karma. Someone that thought that treating you like shit would get them so far didn't get it. They have nothing. The Nine of Cups represents addiction when it's constricted, when it's not well aspected as it is here. And as it's clarifying the karma that they are getting, which is bad luck, it means that their addictions have caused them great despair. Whether it be shopping, sex, gambling, or drugs, whether it be other parties, whether it be love bombing, whether it be narcissistic bugs, they get nothing. And they were their own demise. And now the universe fights them at every turn. They can't even catch a ride. That's the truth. The Seven of Wands. What else is there, karma? Justice and legal systems now opening up. If they had a case, or they caught a case, or you're in a case, or you're in court, or you're going through a divorce, a breakup, or a settlement, it's not going well for them. They will get the short end of the stick, because that's the end that they always tried to hand you, and they did it willingly. The devil's on their ass with the devil card here. Capricorn energy, lower vibrational things took them to their end. But here's how the devil does ascend. It causes you to say, what you betrayed, you will now not only miss, but you will have to pay me back, and you'll have to do it with a kiss, because when you sold your soul, I promised you this, you will pay up, because the devil doesn't miss. With the Six of Cups and the devil, they miss you like the deserts miss the rain. I have a video up here eponymously named the same. You can go check that out if you want to hear another reading that goes more in depth. It is I miss you like the devil's miss, like the devil's miss the rain. That was Freudian. They are devils who miss you. Literally, the next card is the Five of Pentacles. I wish you could see it. And it's rain. The next card is the Three of Swords. It's Dorothy standing in the rain. It's Blanche in the Five of Pentacles in the rain, and it's in the Three of Swords, Dorothy in the rain. Let's talk about the archetypes that I have here before me. The devil is showing up for Blanche. So let's talk about this. Someone's sexual nature, someone's greediness, someone's avariciousness has been their demise. Also, someone who wanted to be steeped in lies and play mind games and lie on you and gaslight you is now 100% paying for that. And here's their greatest karma. They know exactly where the real love was at. With the Six of Cups here, they are now with the starkest of realities that it was you always, always you. And never them, and never her, and never him. It was always you. And all those many men, many, many, many men that wished death upon you, that they had wished death upon you, they were one of the men or women that wished death upon you too, now wish death upon them. The devil's funny that way. He says, you want to be friends? Come on in to my very smoky den. There's a price to pay. It'll be quite small. Don't worry, you'll enjoy the fall. And they did. They loved playing the games until they had to pay up to the kid. And that kid is Pan, and he plays no games. And Pan's Labyrinth is a hell of a place you don't want to be on a dark, stormy night when you cannot see, and these people cannot see the forest for the trees. They need that bright light, that divine, feminine, empath energy. You were the guiding light. You were how they saw, and now they feel left out. Now they're licking their paws. How could she leave me? How could she hurt me? They didn't give a damn about you. They didn't give a damn about your feelings or the pain they put you through. They didn't care about your broken heart. They didn't care about how you fell apart. They didn't care about how they left you without anything to restart. They were having fun, a blast. Because with the devil here, they thought that fun would always last. But the devil's funny that way. And now they do pay. Delusion is the next karma card for them. Disbelief in their failed attempts. Blocked, wasted energy. Shocked, weak, confused, and helpless. Well, that's funny because they thought you were a weak empath, didn't they? And God said, God bless. Think that about them. Five of Cups, man. I keep getting the Five of Cups. This is so sad. I almost feel sorry for them. And you know I love to be petty when it comes to this kind of reading. I will tell you, they are miserable. Les Mis without you. Les Mis, Les Mis, Les Mis. There's a theme coming through. There's a download coming through. Les Mis. The theme of Les Mis, abject poverty, serving time in perpetuity for years and years and years, breaking out. And one day you're free and then you do something else, and then your life is once again held back to probationary status. Probationary. They're in a probationary period that will go on for many, many years for some of them. That's what I just heard. And while there are many other themes, prostitution also in Les Mis as well. Someone is now having to sell themselves. Now that is subjective. What does that mean? It could mean to the highest bidder. It could be OnlyFans. It could be in other ways. It could be to some woman or to some man. It could be putting themselves in a relationship that is not suited for them, that bleeds their soul dry, because the devil says you wanted to be with many men, and now you will be with many men. You wanted to be with many men, and now you will be with many men. Definitely. Sorry, we had a disconnection there. That was really interesting. My phone was trying to do a reboot. Someone doesn't want you to hear the truth, but that's okay. I still am going to do what I do and channel the messages my angels told me to. How you love that, narcissist. Let's carry on with their delusion that you could interrupt this session that was angelically sanctioned. Not today, Jesus. Not on my watch. Blocked blessings, ruined manifestations, failed, wasted efforts, starting over. Let's talk about what starting over. They gave to two. Now someone is giving to both of them. them and someone else too, but someone else favors someone else more than them, and their job favors someone else more than them, and opportunities are being held back from them. Success that they thought that they were guaranteed, they can now only in your eyes see, and their heart is broken because you are where they want to be, and they're watching you go on and be free. New beginnings here with the Fool for you. You getting other suitors coming your way. The competition is now afoot for you, and the scorpionic energy in which they relished and played is now engulfing them and surrounding them, except it's not about rebirth for them. It is for you. For them, it's death. For them, it's endings. For them, it is the beginning of poverty. For you, it's the beginning of blessings. For them, it is the beginning of people that lie to their face consistently. For you, it is the beginning of truth tellers and new kindred partnerships, and they're watching it. The magician is here. Both are applicable, but in different ways, my dear. You are manifesting the things you always wanted and the story of your life. You are manifesting more and more light. You are manifesting soul partnerships, kindred relationships, new connections, platonic and otherwise. They are manifesting death and people that do despise their existence, that have poison tongues that drip with insolence and speak of them like they are nothing, like they are smegma, like they are scum, like they are the exact thing that they actually come from. We know what these narcissists are not made of. It is not backbones. It is not sunshine and rainbows. The things that they despised in you are now the things they manifested for other people to hate in them. That's part of their karma as you shine here with the strength card. You had to have strength because you had no clarity. You had to get out because they would have killed thee if you stayed where you sat. What else is their karma? What else will be their fate? Missed opportunities, missing out, wrong place, wrong time, too little, too late, investment lost, failed ideas, blinded, slow to realize, divine feminine block, divine connection denied, missed opportunity denied, false soulmate connections indeed, low vibrational relationships in aplenty. They wanted to do the cakewalk. They wanted to play games. They wanted to play games on your behalf. They wanted to go around and see if maybe they could win the German chocolate cake instead of the angel food delight. That's okay. Ace of Wands, their penis and or their vajiji led them just right, or was it just wrong? The Ace of Wands means that their energy led them into things that absolutely took them away from their divine blessing, which was you. You were the divine connection. So with the Ace of Wands, this is phallic energy. So someone acting out of masculine energy, no matter what their gender, was led into the next place of their life. Now, even if this is not sexually, they just had big dick energy in the wrong way, guys. Understand that. And what it did is they were leading from ego, because anytime I have the Ace of Wands here, especially when it's associated with these misconnections and divine blocks, what happened was they thought that there was a better idea. They thought that there was a better opportunity. They thought that they were going to get you to bow down. And the universe said, it will be you who bows down. And when you look around, it'll be the divine feminine that you want back around. And now they do. They still want to talk to you. Give me 2 more karma cards, and then we're going to get into the overarching lessons of their karma before we go on. Parental issues. Mommy and daddy boys. Girls and boys. Parent-child differences. Parents opposing lifestyle. Stress, trouble. Dependence, burdens, leech. Child causing problems. Either they were dealing with someone that was like a child, or they literally had issues like that regarding their, like mommy, daddy issues, you know, mama's boy, King of Wands, and the Sagittarius girl, y'all. Yeah, they literally wouldn't leave home. They, it's so interesting. Or they didn't let home leave them. There were some really wayward, kind of backward things that broke them. They came from a broken foundation anyway. They came from really corrupt, really disgusting things. Like if someone were to break it open and see inside, it would make you cringe. It would make you want to hide. And they came from that. And then they tried to build a foundation with you that was so faulty, built on nothing that was true. And now they're having mental breakdowns. Neptune, I can't make it up. With Sagittarius here, it's ruled to here. One of the most karmic planets. Wow. How about that for a karmic reading? One of the most karmic planets. Neptune is a planet of dreams, creativity, and illusions. Poorly aspected Neptune can cast delusional thinking, even psychosis. Since Neptune represents psychic receptivity, remember what I said about your crown chakra being activated at the beginning with the amethyst? Since it can cause psychic receptivity, the house in which it is placed can indicate where our psychic energy is most amplified, as well as where we need to have more discernment due to the dual nature of Neptunian energy. The devil tricked them. They were tricked by devil energy. Listen, I don't care though. Listen, this is not a compassionate read. What I'm telling you is that they thought that they were tricking you. And the reason that I don't care is because they delighted in tricking you. It was fun for them. They thought it was hilarious. They absolutely thought it was hilarious. So let's take a look and see, since this is about relationships, what their karma is going to be. Clarify their karma in relationships, forgiving and learning. So they're going to have to either apologize to you to absolve some of what this is, and or they will have to learn it on their own if you don't want to let them back in. Knight of Wands, they are triggered AF. Knight of Wands also ruled by Sagittarius. Ten of Swords. Their duplicitous nature was their downfall. The fact that they were living double lives. Whoever's here, you had someone living double lives. Someone that was saying one thing in front of your face and doing a whole nother thing behind your back, and now they're triggered AF because they couldn't handle a fraction of what they put you through. They feel like the world hates them, the world is against them. The world does, and it is. It's just, it is what it is. If there's a cross watcher watching, and you did one of my divine feminines or my earth angels or my empaths like this, the world hates you. Yeah, I'm here to offer light and love for those that offer it, but you didn't offer anything. There is no absolution that I have for you. If the heavens ever did speak, your divine feminine was the last true mouthpiece. It was said by Hosier, and no truer words were spoken. It is the truth. And because they decided to have duplicity with you, the universe said, oh, we got a couple tricks for them too. A little duplicity, a folly, a do. I love it. It's so good. Now they have to figure out the forest for the trees, but they can't do that because they do not have the divine feminine breeze at their back, helping them to navigate. You were the compass. You were the moral compass. You were the thing that helped them be great. You were the sauce. You were the dressing. You were the infinite and always gifted blessing. You were the financial covering. You were the household financier. You were the directional person. You were the travel agent. You were the booker. You were the counselor. You were the doctor. You were the therapist. You were the emotional crutch. You were the scapegoat. And they didn't even give you honor. They paid you no mind, not much. What else is there, karma? Neptune is serious, yo. Loss of sleep, nightmare, stress, remorse, exhaustion, guilt, irritability. What else? Down to earth, humbled, forced to sudden change, devastation, broken soapbox, knocked off balance, knocked off their pedestal. What else? Egg on the face, needing to apologize. It backfired, a shame. The plans they bragged about failed. Ooh, the evil eye failed. We're going to break that up right now. That evil eye. Let's talk about that. Four of Swords. Oh, they're tired now. Oh, I'm hearing Bjork. I'm so tired. That old song. I'm hearing that. You fall in love. Bing, bang. Oh, skies up above. Zoom, zoom. Falling in love. Someone was breadcrumbing you guys. And now the universe says, oh, I spy with my little eye a narcissistic breadcrumber who did lie and lie. And for them, I have something like they gave you. Long, drawn out, nonsensical, pointless labyrinths of relationships. Folly, adieu. My angels are good, y'all. They're damn good. Someone that was sending you the evil eye, that had other bitches looking at you crazy here with the Three of Swords and the Three of Cups, had other people in your business when you said back up, is now having to have everyone look at them. Those same people that they called their dearest friends, their best friends, their new lovers, the people that they chose over you, are now looking at them crazy like they looked at you, are now talking about them crazy like they talked at you. Now they really don't want anything to do with them. They're using them for what they can get, and they're meandering with breadcrumbing trails that will never lead anywhere. And the person that you dealt with is too stupid to vet. With the Seven of Cups combined with the card of Neptune, they are disillusioned to beyond the moon. They have no idea how long they will be in there. There will be nothing that comes out fulfilling from that person that they had to have near, or from those people that they betrayed you for, or from those family members that they listened and took their word as gospel. No one gives a fuck about them, my friends. And my angels say, in the end, it was always going to be that. It starts with them. They're tired. They're oh so tired and watching you fall in love. Damn it, I can't make this up. The Hierophant and the Chariot, watching you move ahead into a marriage, into stability, with the Eight of Pentacles here, mastery at your craft. Man, they can only raise their cup and say, could you forgive me, ma'am? Now someone is shaking their cup and they want you to put a few nickels in. Nickels would be representative of five. Five is associated with Saturn. Saturn is associated with changes. Five is negative changes when we're looking at the deck. Now, Saturn is a planet of lessons, but let's talk about the fact that they're shaking their cup. Please, sir, can you spare a few nickels? Can you spare a few, not even dimes? They traded you in for pennies, and now not even a penny these fucking impoverished narcissists can find these peasants. And that is exactly what I'm telling you. When I said as a queen, you said off with their head, you could have done so much more. You could have left them for dead. Still, with your words and with the life that you breathe, I heard many of you speak, but do not take thee. I care about them. I just don't want them in my life. I want them to eat, but not at my right side. I do not want death upon them as they wish death upon you with many, many men. And that's why, my loves, the Ace of Pentacles, you will receive. That's why you are manifesting your each and every dream. That's why your creativity from you now flows. That's why the colors are bright and your mind trust grows, is what I'm hearing. There are writers that are listening. There are people that have words. There are people that may never make a video or sing a tune, but you will write your story in your journal just for you. And in that, you breathe life and you give freedom. And into others that will share it with the world, it is sanctioned. Do not let these narcissists steal your voice, because I'm hearing right now that that would have been their choice. They did not want you to tell their truth about the evils that they did do. And now that they are in crazy ass Neptune energy, it is you that they want to come rescue thee. Nay, nay. The next card of karma for them is solar plexus. Now someone's self-esteem is dwindling. What did they try to do to you? I don't give a fuck about what's happening to them. I care about you, my sweetest of friends. They made you second guess yourself. They gaslit and played games. They lied right in your face and tried to get you to betray the greatest thing you have, which is your intuition. Day to day. How many of you know exactly what I say? I tell you no lies as I channel this here. As bright as this yellow is, that is the great light of fear that they wanted to shine upon you. Codependency is now their karma. They no longer have coping mechanisms. Their ego is no longer inflated. They are dealing with incredibly low self-esteem, debilitated willpower. They are attracting narcissists repeatedly, and they are having to energy harvest to survive. Except they're showing me the vampire Lestat in the swamp, and they're saying that's what they have to do to stay alive. No more fresh blood. No more of the finest of sources, my divine feminines, my amazing earth angels, my starseed collective. Now they're having to have cold-blooded animals that they suck from. Cold-blooded tarantulas and scorpions like them. Now they're having to play and eat and feast cannibalistically off of those low vibrational men and women. The same ones they forfeited for you. The same ones that they compared you to, causing your self-esteem to take a hit until you separated yourself and you rebuilt it. Now that's their karma. And it doesn't hit the same when they bite into the neck of one of the other people that will defame them later. It just doesn't satiate the way it did with you. Their new supply doesn't do the things you do. What that mouth do? Nothing. Not what you did. You didn't have to put your mouth on them in order to breathe life into it. And that's what I have to call narcissists, because they are not human. They are demonic. And so now their self-esteem is suffering and they want you to do something about it. Can't you talk to me? Can't we just be friends? Okay, we don't have to sleep together, but let's just come back together again. Oh, the Six of Cups. And it's so sad. But I'm telling you now, they are down bad, because the greatest karma that they have is knowing exactly who you were the whole time and knowing that they look you right in the face with the Eight of Cups, stuck away from their responsibility and lied, gaslit you and treated you like you had lost your damn mind. The next card here is Libra, partnership. And so what is happening is they are dealing with social chameleons, and they are dealing with people that are using them for things that are superficial. One more on the karma, they have esoteric holes, and they are dealing with issues regarding how people perceive them with the first house. Clarify one more here. Gemini, I can't make it up. The duality is pervasive. If there is a theme for this reading, the karma that they're dealing with is they've lost their mind. That's it. Geminian energy deals with when it's in a lower vibration. It deals with a lot of things. It rules the lungs. So this is about communication. So these people spread vicious gossip about you. They talked about you ad nauseum. They told the third party other things. They allowed the third party to talk down on you. Yo, 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 right there. That's where it is. Some heavy karma's coming because they allowed the third party to talk down on you. Soulmate. They had the third party believing that you were not their soulmate, that you were not I'm getting hot in my face. This is the truth for somebody here, that you were not the soulmate. The third party discouraged them from expressing their real love to you and from connecting to you. There was times in that connection, apparently, or let's say the third party is a family or whatever. Let's say the person didn't cheat on you, but they had family members in their ear about the nature of your relationship. That third party wanted to have your energy or was jealous of it to a certain degree, and they caused so much duplicity and duality. So now the karma that the person that tried you is dealing with is they are having issues regarding being able to think on their own. They need guidance, and you're not there to guide them, and only devils are guiding them. It also is dealing with areas of abuse of the words, lies, gossip, and slander. It also indicates bipolar tendencies. I'm telling you, someone's literally off their rocker. And listen, we all deal with mental illness, so this is not me trying to use any ableist terms. I'm telling you, someone, because of what they did to you, has literally been, if they were existing in mental illness already, and escapism through drugs or alcohol or whatever, or escapism through poverty or whatever way they escaped, it is now compounded and pressed down and doubled over. There's extreme procrastination. They can't make decisions. And also it's causing imbalances regarding their mental capabilities. But what is the thing that is their undoing is that all the lies they told on you are now told on them. And oh my God, I can't make this up. The last karmic card here is Jupiter, which usually is one of my favorite cards because it causes expansion. So you take everything that I just said and you square it, for those of us that remember our algebra. Jupiter expands. And so everything that I have said here tonight means that it's far worse than you can imagine. I've painted a picture to the best of my ability, but I'm telling you right now, the angel said it is bigger than them, and it is above you, and it is above me. What they did to you was so devastating, but it was done through words that they did their most playing. Maybe they didn't physically hit you. Maybe that was not it. But they use a lot of emotional mind games and manipulation, and now they are steeped in it. And they can't see their way out because you were truly their visionary. You were their moral compass. You were also their clout. They were clout chasing off of you. Energetically, you're like, well, I have no clout, Monette. What are you saying? No, energetically, things in your life were better when you were around. You were absolutely their luck, and that's why they wanted to keep you around, and that's why they drug you through breadcrumbing and meandering tales, and that's why they couldn't give you clarity, and that's why they moved like a snail, because having you there was better than having you afar, having you separate yourself, having you drive away in that van, truck, or car. They couldn't take that, because that for them meant that they knew that they could not replenish or re-up. If they were posturing off of your life or siphoning your energy, and they were, now that life is fallen, the emperor is what I'm drawn to. It has no clothes. The big house that they lived in is no more. Now they're couch to couch, or they are living with someone who is living hand to mouth, and ramen is their meal. And listen, we've all served our time and we've been there, but if any divine feminine listening to me tonight is not there, Ace of Pentacles, remember, that's where we are. We're in that stratosphere because we have beauty for ashes. Amen. So they are now taking their tongue lashes, amen, from all of those devils that they rolled around with and every lie they ever told. Maybe there was no devil that they rolled around with, but they wanted to have you under their control. And so they lied to the people around you, and they lied to your neighbors and your friends, and they lied to your family and your exes, and they lied again and again, and they postured and they pretended, and they literally took your shine and they wore it like a cloak, and they pretended that they were divine. And the divine says today, the emperor will be naked. You want to slay? You want to work big? You want to walk the runway? Then you better work. You better lip sync for your life, because you had so many things to say about my divine feminine tribe. So lip sync for your life, because sachet, they will stay, and sachet, you walk away. It is not for you to last another day. See, they were using you, and now they are being used. They were abusing you, and now they are the abuse. Now life is not fair. Now they're in despair. Now they just want to talk to you. Now can you just play fair? Did they play fair? Did they have an ounce, a modicum of kindness for you? Did they give a damn about the stress and the strife they put you through? Did they care about your sleepless nights? As I look at the card, did they care when you had loss of sleep, sleepless nights, nightmare, stress, remorse, exhaustion, guilt, and irritability? Did they care about how the holes were tearing through your esoteric body? Did they care about the demons that they allowed to sit on you? Did they care about the way their family tore you apart? Did they care about your precious, sweet, soft empath heart? Fuck them. Listen, we can't make karma go to them. They called it upon themselves. And with Neptune and Jupiter, they're in the freshest of hells. And many of them earned it. In fact, I dare say all, because they delighted in watching your fall. But we have a trick. We always do. The eject button in the cockpit, and we're off with our parachute. They tried to make us careen to the earth, and instead we ascended and found our worth. It's a magic trick they couldn't understand. I'm still in the plane. I'm careening towards land. How is my divine feminine above me and in a canopy of light as the sun shines down on her, and she looks warm and bright, and she floats and she glides and she's carried on the winds, and I am headed towards a fiery death because of my sins. It's such a metaphor. My angels are amazing. Let me tell you something. They are going down and it's blazing. And this is a karmic reading that I quite delight in, because I know that every divine feminine here listening deserves what is happening to them, not in any way other than solar plexus ascension and the best, walking into men and women that are better than the rest, that are the cream of the crop, that want to see you on top, that root for your success, that want to see your dreams and goals pop, that want to support your shops, that want to support your channels, that want to buy your art, that want to buy your books, that want to hear about your new makeup look, that want to know what travel you just did, that want to know how you're raising your kid, that want to hear how you got out of the filth and the mire, that want to know how you reclaimed your power and your desire, that want to hear how you realigned your sacral chakra and you found your sensuality, that want to know how you healed quietly like the hermit and you introspected through therapy. There are people waiting, my divine feminines, for who you're becoming. That is Deepak Chopra. There are people waiting for who you are becoming. And now you're narcissist. Well, they are just running, and they are running on empty. They're running into the Hotel California. You know, it's so funny because I'm hearing all these songs. I'm now hearing Fleetwood Mac. Players only love you when they're playing, and they still love you because they wish that you were still in the game. But now it's such a lovely place. You can go, but you can never leave. It's a euphemism for the devil. It's a euphemism for heroin addiction. It's a euphemism for addiction and for depravity. That's the Hotel California. They ran headlong into that, and they said, oh, but it's okay as long as divine feminine has my back. But they treated you in such a way that the damage was irreparable, and now they only wish they had a lifeline to you. It's so sad. And now they're going to watch you move on into the destiny that was always meant for you. The destiny they almost had. I got $1. They almost had you, didn't they? But out of their clutches, you did escape. Because with the devil, a deal they did make. And see, the devil does not want them to have anything good. And to hold on to you would have been a delight. And the devil says, if you pay me, then God damn, you're going to pay me right. Yes, goddamn, I said it. I mean it indeed. Because the God has ghosted them. And now the devil's their third party. Instant karma, complete with regrets, failed plans, hurt. They are upset. Drake would be proud. It's Machiavellian. They wanted to deny you out loud. I don't know divine feminine. She's weird. She's strange. What are you talking about? I don't even want to play any games. Well, now the devil plays. Pan's Labyrinth is a hell of a place to be on a dark, stormy night when you cannot see, and the only light is the light of the moon, and they're talking to it, and oh, do they croon. They are devolved into madness to complete lunacy. The moon, meaning Luna, mother, they are departed from thee, the divine feminine energy that was mothering them, sometimes to your own chagrin. Were you babying them? Did you feed them too much? Are you tired of emotionally babysitting? Would they never grow up? Well, with the Six of Cups, it was always destined to be. This was a soulmate, and now they can see, and what a worse place to finally take sight. What a worse place to open your eyes to the murky light than to be in the center of a labyrinth where left looks like right and right looks like left, and you will never figure your way out, and you will never forget that the light was right beside you, standing in partnership, assigned to you divinely, and you forfeited it. 4-4. No balance anymore. Now, divine feminine, you build stability on a far and distant shore. Leave them in their mess as they left you, for you have a divine enlightened work to do. And watching you from the labyrinth center, that is their karma, and not even devils dare to enter to assist them. And so it is. That was fun, my friends. I love you guys so much. Thank you for joining me. I hope that helps someone. A little different style. My angels gave it to me, and I wanted to channel it how I got it. A little different. Not your normal pick a card, not your normal karma reading. But it still went hard. That's what I just said. Yes, it did. I feel like whoever needs to get that will get it. I love you guys so much. Let me see who's here. SDF says, I'm painting while listening to this inspiring. Oh, thank you. Oh, my sweet Momo. All right. I love you guys. Come back and join me next time. And we will continue to, last card here. Finances, reversals, and sounds. Throat chakra. Yeah. No one's holding them down. Ooh, excuse me. No one's holding them down. Oh, even my throat chakra got hit with a burp. No one's holding them down. Saturn came here. I was going to say we're going to continue to evolve together. They're not evolving. They're learning the hardest lesson of their life. A lot of you guys think that this was really trivial, that the people that tried you like got away with murder. With Saturn here and Jupiter expanding, Saturn and Jupiter are conflicted. They're malefic planets. If you were like studying like Eastern astrology, malefic planets. Ooh. No one believes them. Everyone knows they're a liar. Their finances are taking like a nosedive. They are impoverished. They're having reversals. All the energy they sent to you, all the gossip they sent to you, everything I said just was validating these. I thought it was one card, it was 4. And I'm going to read Saturn to you so that you get this completely. Saturn is comprised of lead, which lead is heavy. Saturn is a planet of karma and discipline associated with father. So listen, let's say your mom is teaching you to ride a bike, you fall down, she kisses your boo-boo. You fall down with your dad, he puts you back on the bike. He doesn't give a damn that your boo-boo's ripped. He's like, you're going to learn how to ride the bike, and maybe he takes the training wheel off. That's what my dad did. That's the difference between Saturn and any other planetary lesson. Saturn is a fathering, a paternal lesson. So it's a harder lesson, and it takes a long time to learn. So some of these people have sentenced themselves to years and years, up to 10, no less than 10 years of real karma for what you did. Or for what they did to you, excuse me, or for riding off of what you did. That's what I just heard. They were riding your coattails. So Saturn teaches us lifelong lessons in order for us to fulfill our path according to our North Node. The sign and house of your Saturn will also tell you with whom and how you will experience karmic lessons. When you have many planets that are in the same as your Saturn sign, there's an indication of being your own worst enemy. I think this is so important. They are their own worst enemy. They're having financial attacks, and they are definitely symbolizing the need to facilitate some money magic, meaning that they need to be doing prayers and affirmations, but we don't give a damn about what they're doing. They were praying against you. They didn't want you to succeed. And the reversals have happened on behalf of your ancestors, on your behalf, and the throat chakra is why they're getting this, because there was imbalance with communication. A lot of these people had opportunities to communicate clearly with you, and they played mind games, and they did not have enough clarity, so they are blocked now. And now that they want someone to hear them, no one cares. He who has ears listen and hear. No one's hearing, they said, because they used an imbalance with their communication, and they lied, and now people are blocking them, and they are being ghosted, and they are being denied. Y'all, that's a mess. But on to the best, and on to the next. I'm so proud of you. Yes, yes, yes. I love you guys. Come back and join me next time. We'll continue to evolve together.